What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of ModSauce. That's right. How's everybody doing today? I am doing super fantastic. I am so excited because today, we have earned ourselves, let's call it some vacation time. We've been working extra super hard at doing all this mechanism stuff. It was so techy, it was so long, such a long process, but it's super cool because now, just look at this. We are getting so much production of ores. All this stuff is going. I came across a super cool little upgrade. I just want to point out real quick. This super cool little upgrade, I never really looked at it. It's part of extra utilities. There's 3 different type of upgrades you can do. And I put on a whole round robin thing on one of our transfer nodes, and it's making it sort out all the ores and everything we're doing much more evenly. So it's pretty cool. We are getting tons of stuff. It's super cool, and I'm really happy that that little project is finished and that we could actually do it. So super neat. If you're interested in all that techie stuff for the mechanism 5x ore, go back to the last couple episodes, check it out. Other things, look at us, 85,000 with nether stars. 85,000. That's crazy. 85,000. So we got a huge bulk up on that. We have power for days, weeks, months. My goodness, just so much power. So we're all set in the power department. I played around. There was some updates in the last pack update for Ender.io, but there's even more coming up soon. So I've been playing around with it a little bit. We're not going to get into it yet, but I think come the next pack update, which is probably going to be sometime next week, we're supposed to get tons of new stuff in Ender.io. So we'll probably start playing around with that. I did make one of the new jet plate. This is one of the new things for the pack. It's pretty much the Ender.io equivalent version to the fuse and flux and fuse jet plate that we already use. So it's pretty neat. Really, it's just a different color, and it's a completely different crafting recipe going through all the Ender.io stuff instead of the thermal expansion. So that's pretty neat. I'm not hugely fond of it yet, just because look at it's doesn't, like, there is no other matching set of armor for it. So it looks kind of funny when we wear it right now. Look at that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe I'm just so used to the other, but it looks kind of weird. Plus, brown's not my favorite color. Brown's kind of duty looking. Kind of duty. I wish it was like black or something. But I guess brown is brownish, and greens are kind of like what the whole Ender.io like theme is. Actually, I would think this should be a dark green instead of a brown. Of course, it is based off of like the solarium. It's like soul sand, so it's, I guess, trying to match up same color soul sand. Anywho, today for our little vacation, since we've worked oh so hard the last couple episodes, I had left it up to you guys to decide whether we should do hardcore Ender expansion or the Twilight Forest adventure. And I think today we're actually going to do the Twilight Forest, not necessarily because it was the highest voted, although it was pretty high voted. A lot of people seem pretty split about it, but there's a lot of new stuff in it. However, the Twilight Forest was recently reset on the map, so we should have a lot of like fresh dungeons, and it's going to be up to date with what the current version is, whereas the hardcore Ender expansion, we need to reset the end before we can really do it, and that hasn't been reset yet. So we're going to wait until the end's reset. Maybe that happens next week as well, but today we're going to do the Twilight Forest, so super neat. So I'm going to get all the stuff together. I haven't really experienced yet. It's really neat now. You kind of got to do it in a progression of different tiers. You can't just go straight to the end boss and fight for everything. You have to do it in a certain order. So we're going to try and bang through that. Hopefully we can get most of it done today. If not, we might do some more of it next episode as well. We'll see how long it takes, but it won't get dragged out. We're going to bang through it. Now, one other thing that I wanted to show you guys is, remember the extra utilities update I talked about being able to dye the golden bag of holdings? Well, it didn't show when I pressed use on it. It didn't show any recipes for being able to dye it. However, Let's take some black dye. When you put the dye, I don't know why I didn't even test it. When you put the little black dye next to it, it dyes it. So it is a thing. It is around now. I like that. So we can dye all of our bags different colors. Anyway, this is going to be, for now, our black bag. It's going to be our Twilight Forest bag. I got to get a little bit geared up of stuff that I want to bring on the trip. And why don't we meet over at the portal? All right, guys. You ready to take on the Twilight Forest? You ready? You ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm all suited up. I have my fairy wings on today, just because I feel like this place is kind of like a fairy tale. So, anyway, yes, to get to the Twilight Forest, in case you don't know, some people don't know, can't judge, you got to do a 2x2 area. It's got to have grass around it, and you fill it in with water. Solid water. So these, notice that it's not running streams, they all are solid source blocks of water. So you got to do that first. Very important. Once you got that done, let's throw these away. This is all the stuff I'm going to bring with us. After that, you got to just go knock out a whole bunch of flowers. You can use flower, really any plant pretty much. You can do flower, you can do, if you wanted to, you could do it with all trees going all the way around. Really anything you want. You got to watch out with trees though, because they can grow into a full tree while you're gone, and then it will block the portal when you're trying to come back. So you got to be aware of that. Otherwise, you just fill it in, going all the way around. Cool. And then we need a diamond. Bam. All right, grab that diamond. Make sure you have all your magnets, everything turned off. And let's take a look at this. What happens? Let's see. That's a good point of view. Press Q, throw that diamond right into the water. Get it going, bam! And then you get lightning strike, which is pretty neat. Pretty neat. Now that lightning strike, and in case you didn't see, I just tossed a diamond in. I just went like that, and you just went like that. Just like that. And it's a little portal. So now we got the portal. If you want to, you can rip out the flowers. Not necessary to have them anymore. Just needed them for getting that lightning to strike. So now that we have that all set, let's go ahead and throw all these dumb flowers back into the inventories. Cool, we're all cleared up. Bring a little bit of wood with me. Won't need this guy while we're in there. And I think we're good. So let's hop through. Let's get our diamond back. And we are in the Twilight. Super sweet. So it made another portal on the other side. If we walk back through, it'll bring us back to the original one we went to. And yes, we can now go on our adventure. So I'm doing this kind of blind. I have done the Twilight in past seasons, but there's a lot of new like castles and mobs and boss fights that you have to do. There's lots of progression in the mod. And in case you're wondering, there's a lot of cool stuff you can get. All sorts of different types of armor that are not anywhere else in the game. You can't craft them up, like all these cool different types of bows. There's these mega giant swords and pickaxes, which are super cool. You can get just all sorts of neat stuff. Plus, we can try and capture a bunch of them. Let's see. Blank map. Twilight Forest map. We can try and capture a bunch and maybe try and complete our zoo this time around. Every season I try to make a zoo of all the different animals. And I've come close, but I don't think I've ever completed it. Go away, wolf! So anyway, yes, there is progression. You can't just go. You used to be able to just fly everywhere and go into everything. But now, if you try and go into a biome or into a castle that's like you haven't earned your way up to yet, look what's happening. We're taking all sorts of crazy damage and all sorts of stuff. And can we break this? Sometimes stuff's blocked off. You can't even break it. Look at the thorns. If you break it, it grows more. If you break it, it grows more. That's crazy. That's crazy, but I don't think we've earned up to that biome yet. So, whoa, what the heck is that? Oh my god. I don't even think that's part of the Twilight Forest. I think that's part of a different mod. Oh my god, what is that thing? What is that thing? Mana creeper? What the? Oh, that's so crazy. I don't even think that's part of the Twilight. So let's just grab all this stuff. Bam, and let's get the heck out of here. Alright guys, so off in the distance, I can see a little Naga arena. We're about 400 blocks away from where we spawned in. And I'm hoping we can do the Naga already. We might have to do the Lich. Oh, no, it looks like the Naga is the first one that you do. Okay, so as soon as I enter into this arena, it should activate the Naga. Yes, there's the Naga. What up, my Naga? How you doing? How you doing? It's going to be so easy with this stuff. So anyway, the point of the Naga is he's like a big snake. And the more that you damage him, he gets smaller and smaller. But the smaller he gets, the faster he's able to move. So as you can see, we got him down pretty far. And it looks like this place having a little bit of problems loading. Now, also to be aware of with the Naga, he can break blocks. So if he wanted to, he can escape from this arena. Or at least he used to be able to. You're kind of slow, though, buddy. Oh, we got him down. He's almost dead. I really can't believe how glitchy he's being right now. That's kind of crazy. The whole server's acting up just a bit, just a bit. Anywho, let's kill him. Come here, Naga. Yes. Awesome. So we got Naga Hunter. Let's take a look at the different stuff that we won from him. Bam. We got Naga Scales. We got a Naga Trophy. Sweet. And the Naga Trophy, all these trophies, they're really neat. Look what happens. If I set this down, it's like a head for the mob. Isn't that super cool? I think that's super cool. So anyway, let's get our trophy. And we got our scales. What can we do with the scales now? We can use the scales. We can make different types of Naga armor. Sweet. And as you can see, we're probably not going to be able to craft all of it because we don't have enough. So we need 8 for this one and then another 7 for this one. So we don't have enough to craft all that. But what do you do with the Naga scale? Can I use it to unlock stuff? I don't know. I think just acquiring it is all that we need. So anyway, let's continue on. Also, if you want to loot the stuff that's in the area, there definitely are like kind of unique blocks in here. These special snake blocks. Actually, these might be part of Chisel. But as you can see, it's Naga Stone. So a Naga Stone shouldn't be craftable. Let's take a look. Recipe. Yeah, see, you can't craft Naga Stone. So just a neat little thing you may want to end up looting if you go into the Twilight. So pretty neat, pretty neat. And I don't believe they'll continue to respawn in that area. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to find another one if I wanted more Naga scales. So anyway, we have this guy going. Why don't we go on the hunt for a Lich Tower now? Oh, you know what? You know what? I didn't point this out. I noticed we were getting it. Raven's feathers. You can use a Raven's feather. And I think we got that from just killing a Raven. You can, of course, use it to make an arrow in place of a normal feather. But we can also use it to make a magic map focus. That's kind of neat. And what is a magic map focus? So we need to get, anyway, torchberries and glowstone. As you can see up there in the distance hanging from the trees, we can get glowstone within the forest. And if we mix that just with paper, we're able to get a blank map. Yeah, so why don't we try and make one of those? Because I bet you that would be kind of important. Let's go up, just grab some glowstone, because I don't have any randomly on me. Bam. Okay, cool. And paper. How could we get paper while in here? There's got to be some stuff to make paper. There we go. Sweet. So I'm going to get all the ingredients for this. I'm going to have to grab a bunch of those. But we'll get some paper. And you know what? In the Lich Tower, I bet you there's paper. I bet you, I bet you. In the libraries there. And of course, you got tons of cool little towers with lapis. Yeah, so this is neat. Very cool. So I'm going to keep hunting for that Lich Tower. Let's find it, let's defeat it, and let's make that magic map. Look what came up. Lich Tower. Sweet. So for a Lich Tower, it seems like they haven't changed much. You pretty much, if you were going, you couldn't fly yet. You'd bust in. Sweet. And we have a library here, and sometimes there's chests in these, but it's definitely a good way to get books early on. Let's just plop through here. Any chests? Anything? Alright, nothing too exciting. Ooh, silverfish. Get out of here, sliverfish. Alright, so enter in. You'll come across this main room. At the very top of the stairs is where there's the Lich. And sometimes it's worth kind of peeking through because you can find good stuff. Doesn't look like we have any chests in there. Any other rooms? Alright, here's a room. I'm really hoping for some paper. Empty map, cool. So, for the Lich Tower, you'd run up, and you can choose either side of the stairs, doesn't matter. At every major intersection, it will cross... Ooh, do we get paper from you? Yes, we got paper from him. Awesome. So, at every main intersection, there is different types of crazy spawners, so be aware of it. Be aware that there's mobs coming down, falling down on your head the entire time. Let's just kill all these. Let's break all the spawners so it's a little bit safer here. Oh my goodness! You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy, and you can only imagine if you couldn't fly doing this, it's so much harder. So much harder. Oh, book stuff. Okay, cool. Let's kill these book things. Alright, awesome. We have enough paper. Will you die already? Let's kill that. We have enough paper to make our thing. Let's go ahead and make it. 15 oh, crap. That okay. Crafting table. Try to shut her down. 0, 0, 0. Let's get the map focus. Sweet. Blank magic map. I can see for miles. So what does magic map do? Can I do this to make something else? Nope. Alright, so magic map. I'm holding it in my hand. Are you doing anything? Gotta right click it. There we go. Sweet. Oh, so I'm guessing this is just the same thing. I have another map. I'm guessing this is just the same thing. Let's see our other map. Empty map. It's probably the same thing, except just bigger. The magic maps. So you can see we're right there. That's the Twilight Forest. But if we switch over to this one, can we zoom in or out or do something? I don't know. I'm guessing it's just a bigger, like, map. It does a bigger area. Alright, that's kind of cool. Anyway, let me get all my inventories straightened out, and then let's take on the Lich. Alright, I'm ready for the battle. Let's run all the way up now. Or fly up. Because it's quicker, Get out of here, turd. Look at you guys, so many of you. So at the very top, we got the Lich. And once we come up, the Lich has spawned in. Sweet. So the Lich, you can't just go straight up to it and attack it. It's got those shields. And it also makes those, like, proxy witches. So what you got to try and do is when they shoot those balls out at you, the ender pearls, they're not real ender pearls, they just look like ender pearls, you got to try and bounce them back at the Lich. And you can see the number of shields on them. As you hit them more and more, the number of those shields goes down. Ooh, don't get too close to me. You're gross, you're gross. Alright, just one shield left. You can see, once we kill all the shields, we can just take on the Lich. Sweet. Now, once you've done that, look at all these guys. He spawns in these weird, they're called Lich. What does that say? My charger thing's blocking it. Lich somethings. I don't even know. Lich minions. Alright, and we beat the Lich. No problem. And what did we get for loot? We got a Lich trophy. Super cool. We've got a miniature heart. We got this kind of interesting, I guess you get all sorts of different armor. That might have been from the zombies though. But we get this Scepter of the Twilight. Pretty sweet. And I think with this, you used to be able to spawn in zombies. But I think now you can like right click it. Let's see. If I right click it. Oh! Look at that. It's throwing like ender pearls at them. That's so cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. Lagging out, lagging out. That is so cool. Scepter of Twilight. Very nice. So, and I'll be honest with you, I just did another Lich battle and I got another one. So, oh, there's different types of scepters each time you beat them. So I beat another Lich and it didn't give me the little message. And did it give me one this time? Earned achievement, bug stomper fire. I can see for miles. Yeah, it doesn't give an achievement for me when I beat the Lich, so I don't know. But the first one we got, it's called Scepter of Life Draining. So if I aim this on a guy, I can drain his life, and I guess it refills my life. Oh, that's cool. I like that. So life draining. And you can see there's a hit bar on there, so you may, these are kind of special treasures. You can't just craft them yourself. Now, I did see if you go into here, uses, it says with a fermented spider eye, you can recharge it. So let's see if that's true. Let's grab, I crafted up some fermented spider eyes. If I put this in my crafting grid, oh, it's not working. Oh, man. You're supposed to be able to fix it. I don't know what the deal is with that. You're supposed to be able to fix it. What if we put these two together? Do they craft a new one? No. So, I don't know. I thought you were supposed to be able to fix it. I don't know why you can't. In any case, we beat the Lich. Very neat. We got our secret little map here. Our magic map. Oh, that's cool. Look at it. It shows a Lich. That's kind of neat. So what's the next thing? I think that's everything that we have to do for the forest. Maybe you have to beat 3 Liches. 2 or 3, I don't know, because it does seem like there's more different types of scepters. Here we go. Zombie Scepter, Scepter of Draining, and Scepter of Twilight. What's the one we have? We have Scepter of Twilight, so maybe we need one more, the Zombie Scepter. So maybe I have to fight one more Lich. Alright, I'm back at the original Naga that we took on. I want to make another one of these map focus things. Let's see, map focus, blank magic map. And this doesn't have a recipe. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I want to see. I want to see if we can combine these 2 maps. So now this is focused on where the Naga is. Alright, and of course we already beat the Naga. Cool, look at that. So then it will show all the other surrounding areas. Now, can I take map 6, map 5? Can I combine them yet? No. We might be able to combine them later. I don't know. But there we go. So we're at the Naga. So we can see where another Naga is from here. And I can see there's a Lich straight in that direction. And I put waypoints at the Liches that we finished already, so it doesn't look like we finished that Lich yet. So this actually is super helpful. These magic maps. So let's grab that and let's go ahead this way. Look at it. Wow, that's a big one. That's crazy big. Alright, so let's just hop through. Let's defeat this Lich. Oh my goodness, look at all the zombies. Alright, we got all sorts of cool stuff. So another Lich trophy. Miniature heart. And life draining. Isn't that the one that we already had? Dang it. Oh, baby. So I found another Lich tower. Hopefully we can get this last scepter that we need now. Come on, shoot. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can use, let's see, Scepter of Twilight, Scepter of Draining. I wonder if I can just use this guy and straight hit his things now. Oh, man. And it's like machine gun when you click it. Oh, that's crazy. That's kind of crazy that you can beat him that way now. Okay, what about this scepter? Can I drain your life? Oh, that's so cool. So these scepters in particular are probably really good for taking on the Twilight boss mobs. Oh, come on, die. Where'd you go? Come on. Alright, this guy does a lot more damage. Alright, taking too long. Alright. What'd you give us? What'd you give us? What'd we get? Another freaking life draining one? No, we got it! We got it! We got the zombie one. Okay, that's cool. And we got loaded up with stuff. So, let's get the heck out of here. And let's admire our loot. Super cool. Alright, guys. So, we got now 4 Lich trophies. Took us 4 Liches to get all these. But yes, zombie charge. 9 charges left. What happens when we use this one? It should spawn in a zombie. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. Now, does this one get fixed with... Oh, I don't have the spider eyes on us. Oh, well, but these guys, loyal zombies. So they'll go and they'll attack other mobs for us. Oh, this is so neat. I like you guys. You follow me. You be my friend. I don't know how long they stay in for. Whether they're going to just be alive until... for a certain amount of, like, time. Or if it's until they die. I don't know. Let's try and find a mob. Come on, mobs. Where are you, mobs? Of course, never when you need one. I wonder if you can also trap one of these guys to get more loyal zombies. Oh man, we can spawn in and an auto spawner probably loyal zombies. All right, we'll try these guys out later. I'm also curious if they'll teleport with us. Or if they just stay back there and eventually despawn. I don't know. I don't see them spawning in. Oh, no, look at that. They follow us. So they're like a dog or something. That is so cool. All right. So look up in the distance. Looks like we have a swamp coming up. The Lich Tower. Oh, look, there's a Hydra. Oh, why are you guys taking damage? Aw, poor guys. All right, I see a Hydra. Oh, look at it. They're attacking that mob from Ars Magica. Oh, you guys are so nice. I love you. All right, sweet. Whoa, look at that huge maze there, too. Oh, bet you that's the Minotaur maze. So we got, looks like a Minotaur maze and a Hydra back to back. Oh, craziness. That is a huge maze. So it should be unlocked now. We might be able to dig down into it. Normally there would have been force fields. Did it say that we beat... Alright, I can see for miles. I guess that was unlocked already. Alright, so let's take on the Hydra first. Let's just dump out our inventories. Once again, let's put all of our cool little scepters away. Cool, cool. Alright, fire swamp. Fire swamp, fire swamp. Sweet. We're not taking any damage, so it looks like we're allowed to be here. This cool grass, which is just turns into normal grass. Oh, nice. You can also get these super cool smoke block things. Let's see if we can get it when we just break it. Yep. Smoking blocks. We can use those for decoration. Super sweet. And there is the Hydra Hill. Oh, baby. All right. So let me just get all prepped up and let's take on the Hydra. All right, guys. It looks like the Hydra spawned in. It looks like the Hydra spawned in. So this guy, let's run around. You got to find the entrance. Where's the entrance? It's on one of the sides. Basically looks like a big hollow hill. There we go. I could have just went the other way. It would have been right there. Awesome. So he starts off with 3 heads. I heard you might be able to grab one of these guys. I'm not going to try it yet because we want to unlock it. But I was going to say grabbing it in a Safari Ball. So anyway, yes. First, he's targeting all the stuff that's around us. He's normally a very lethal guy. But basically, I think you got to hit the heads only. Wow, 1,000. Alright, so broke one head. Oh, and look at that. It's 1,000 health that each individual head has. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Alright, so we killed the 3 heads. 3 new ones spawned in. And look at that. Even more spawned in. And that's the thing with the Hydra from, like, what is it, Greek mythology? You cut off 1 head and 2 grow back. Alright, here we go. You ready? Are you ready? Oh, we got to do a quick screenshot. Oh, man, look at that Hydra. Look at, he killed himself. He killed himself. What the heck happened? Did you shoot yourself, buddy? That's so crazy. So anyway, lots of good ores and loot that are in here. Let's see our trophies. All right, we got Fury Blood, Hydra Chop, and Hydra Trophy. Super sweet. Let's see what that Hydra Trophy looks like. Oh, nice. Cool. So it looks like one of the Hydra heads. And then we can use the Fury Blood. Is it Fury Blood? Fiery Blood. Yeah, if you mix it with iron, it makes the ingot, and then you can use that to make these super cool armor sets or tools. Super nice. So eventually I want to make all of them. Anyway, that's the Hydra. So we completed the next trophy. And the Hydra chops, those you can just, I think, straight up eat. But they're super rare. And then, yeah, raw pork chop isn't anything special. And we got another heart. Super sweet. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is craziness. Look at this weather. What is going on? I've got all sorts of weird, like, oh, my hunger bar is going down super fast. Holy cow. So that must be like a biome I'm not allowed to be in. But see these weird, like, weather effects? Yeah. So this is what happens when you get into areas that aren't unlocked yet. We've got crazy hunger. What the heck? So yeah, the server crashed and I just logged back on and this is what happened. And I'm assuming it's because we weren't supposed to be in that area yet. So it makes things really kind of like intolerable to go there. So that's a part we didn't unlock yet, which is kind of interesting since we just took out the Hydra that was right there. Let's see. So magic map. So there's where the Hydra is. All right, we're going to stay away from that direction. Let's try and find, where did we have that? We saw like an underground maze. I think that's going to be what we want to go to next. I'm not sure what symbol that is. Oh man, that was so weird. So I figured it out. We shouldn't have had all that biome protection because we already beat the Naga. We beat the Lich. We even took on a Hydra just fine. And the Hydra was then, after the server crashed, it had the biome protection. So how do you fix that if that ever happens to you? You don't have to go back, beat another Lich, beat another Naga. All you got to do is take your Naga scale, throw it on the ground, and let yourself pick it back up. That gives you the achievement that you beat the Naga. You take one of your scepters, I believe, for the Lich, throw it down, let you pick it back up. That then gets you the achievement for the Lich. And then we don't need to beat the Hydra yet, but if you needed to, for the Hydra, I think it was the pork chops, the fiery blood, or I don't think the trophies really do anything. I don't think they give you anything. But anyway, to rebeat the Hydra, or the Hydra, it's one of those three that you'd have to do to reset it. So anyway, they're all reset. The biome protection's gone. Super cool. We can throw all this stuff back in there. And look what I came across. Yeah, you can see it down there. It's the Minishroom maze, which is super cool. Super cool. This is the last one we have to do in the swamp area. And you can see it. It looks, see where our little cursor is in the top right-hand corner? Those little green things? You can see that we actually have like 3 mazes all right in this little swamp. So that's awesome. Now, unfortunately, we're out of time. So we're not going to be able to take on the maze today. But come next episode, yes, we are going to complete the maze, complete the rest of the fire swamp, and then we are able, I keep saying fire swamp, but just swamp in general area. Look at, remember we were looking for these, the maze slime? Oh, that's so awesome. So yes, we'll complete this maze, we'll kill the Minishroom, and then after that, it unlocks all new bosses, which I've never faced before. I've never even seen before. So that's so super cool. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I know a lot of what we did was already like a released thing, and we've done it in previous seasons, but I thought it was pretty neat, and we're going to get to all the new ones next episode. So I hope you guys are enjoying. If you are, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It helps me out oh so much, and it lets me know that you guys are liking the episodes. I'm super excited for the rest of our Twilight adventure. I think we should hopefully be able to bang through the rest of it all next episode. If not, we'll do it over the next 2. But that should be pretty fun, having a nice little Twilight vacation. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you can be first to watch the episodes. And help me out in the comments with any other tips and tricks about the Twilight Forest. I'm definitely new to it, and you know, pretty much beyond this episode is just about everything I've ever done in it before. So I'm super excited for what comes next. And yeah, other than that, I'll see you next time. Hopefully we should have the next episode up probably tomorrow. And yes, I'm loving this mod sauce. Loving this mod sauce. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, peace out.